Hi, I'm Dr. Tuepenz.
And I'm Gaplord.
And we are
the Juice Crew Villans. Yeah, but
I'm just living my life. I'm just living my life. I'm just living my life. I'm just living my life, and I'm not living it right, but I don't give a damn.
Good day, everyone. It's me, Gaplord, your friend extraordinaire, and today we'll be discussing a topic with you that we think needs to be discussed. And today we'll be talking about no one other than America's own hero, Colin Kaepernick. And so today I want to ask the question, what makes Colin Kaepernick a hero? And first, before we even get into that question, to make it easier on you guys, I would like to describe and give you guys the definition of a hero. What is a hero? A hero is a person who is admired or idolized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. Let me say that again. A person who is admired or idolized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. So, Dr. Tuepenz, I ask you now, is Colin Kaepernick a hero?
No, man. I don't see Colin Kaepernick as a hero. I understand. I want to emphasize on that understand. I understand why people do, based off the definition. But, when we get to breaking down the words within this definition, you can kind of see that, it's not so much heroic if you're getting paid for it.
Okay, so let's find out, why is he admired or idolized?
He's admired and idolized for taking a knee to bring awareness to white supremacy.
White supremacy. What white supremacy specifically, or is it just in general?
Based on what I found on the research, it seemed to be just in general. I guess when he started, I wish I brought that up. I guess when he started it, taking the knee was in, he said the NFL was, they wasn't recognizing, the killings of blacks and stuff like that or something. And he was, he started taking a knee.
I don't know about other black people?
No, by
the KKK?
No, the police.
Oh, but
yeah.
Oh, so okay, so I guess that he feels that it's like at a outrage. Police are killing black people at a very high rate.
That's what he thinks. I mean, so whoever there's so many different stories floating around about it. I saw one story where they were saying like his girl had got him into that, pushed him down that lane, and he was dating at the time that Muslim woman he was dating. There's been a few different things that people have said. I know Ray Lewis had mentioned something about him going back to the league. And the reason he didn't make it back into the league is because of the girl he was dating in her mouth.
Yeah, and that's his opinion. But I seen that also, and he stated some interesting facts with that. I mean, information. Which this is all subjective, but we want to break it down and kind of find out the whys.
But that's basically why they admire him, because he took a knee for white supremacy.
Okay, so would you say he is for white supremacy? I mean, I'd just like to know what that white supremacy really looks like and what it is. Because me personally, I've never encountered it. But so
yeah, go ahead, man. Talk about the blacks.
Is he courageous for his actions? Like that's part of the definition of being a hero. That is courageous.
Yeah, I think the courageous. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't think he meet all the characteristics of a hero. He may hit some. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hell, the Sonics workers is courageous. You know what I'm saying? For getting up there and doing fast food over the age of 18. I mean, over the age of 25. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Might want to do fast food over the age of 25. I think that's courageous that people can get up and do that kind of work and not. I'm not even trying to be funny. and I've done it. And it's coming from personal perspective. I've done it. I was courageous when I worked at Cracker Barrel and I had to clean those damn toilets. I was very courageous about it. So technically, I'm like a hero. Because I was courageous at my job.
What does courageous mean?
You gotta pull it up. That's what I'm saying. Cause we start breaking this word down. A hero, like and then when you look at And this is the funny thing. You got to go back to where the word hero came from. Now, the word hero is also Greek mythology. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically the chief male character in a book, play, or movie.
Okay, but sticking with the word, so courageous means not deterred by danger or pain, like being brave, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, what makes him so brave? Like, what is he doing that makes him brave? Like that he's.
Let me tell you why.
That he's scared of something.
I'm gonna break it down.
Okay.
So what makes Cap brave is this, and this is no cap. Cap courageously took a knee while still suiting up in the National Football League and collecting a check and going to practice and doing the drills and traveling with the team. Standing up, he took a knee to stand up for white supremacy, putting his career at risk. Even though he was still, showing up for the games. Flying with the team, eating steak, niggas sitting there mad eating that steak. Like, white supremacy, man, you give me some more, we get some more steak sauce over here.
Okay, so.
That's courageous, man. He put it all on the line, man.
It doesn't, from, okay, so how did that, so
God didn't know I was being sarcastic.
Okay, so how does that help black people? What is he doing? How does that affect black people in a positive way? Like, what is taking a knee actually doing? Like, what are the benefits of it? Every time you see somebody take a knee in the NFL or any sport, it makes you think about white supremacy. And now that it's on your mind, we can talk about it. See how they work? I see how it's not working. That's actually what I see.
But that's what wealth you get from this stuff.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I got to ask the questions because I don't know. And when I'm ignorant to things, I like to see, because I don't get it. I personally don't understand it. So I like to ask questions to find out why. So let me ask you this. In 25 years, will Kaepernick be looked at as a political hero / civil rights leader of this decade, such as a Jim Brown or Muhammad Ali?
Yes. Let me show you the website. Let's look at the website. Yeah, I'm gonna get that up for the people too. No, I ain't gonna go that far.
Right.
I can do it real quick.
So, I mean, the people can't see that because it's going to be such a small thing on the screen. So it's not even relevant to, it's not going to be readable. It's kind of,
and this website fly though.
I mean, it looks good, but
okay, so the mission. Let's see what the mission is.
It says black women make the nap. What does it say?
That's supposed to say, I think it's movement.
Napment move? What's that? What's that? The movement move. Black women make the movement move.
They got him set up like a black man. Look how they got him going.
Also, like he got black women leading him. Oh, he dressed up with a leather jacket.
Look at him, man. You think he ain't gonna be no black? He look just like the Panthers. A jacket with the turtleneck. I mean, he look good. He look fly. I like the little fit. I like the ensemble.
So this is kind of getting out of hand. This is like he's really dressing up in costumes, presenting himself to be of the Black Panthers.
Now we got to go back to his childhood. Now I want to talk about that. You got any questions about that? I don't want to start talking about that. You ain't talking about it. Right?
Well, you gotta let me at least give me a chance to lead into something instead of asking me. You went into this, so I thought you had something to come off of this.
Now I was talking about why he's going to be considered that in the future.
Because of this website?
Because of how they portraying him. Not because of the website, because of how they're portraying him.
So who is they?
The media. Not the media. I would say his PR team.
No, this is how he is.
Either way.
Why can't people take accountability for how they portray themselves? Not the media. That nigga.
You understand what I'm saying? He got somebody helping him. He ain't doing it by himself.
And he chose to have them
Agreed.
do this.
Agreed.
So this is his decision. It's not nobody else saying.
But they helping him. He wouldn't do it by himself.
Somebody always have to help you do it. Like it ain't nobody ever doing it alone. It's always somebody on your side helping you. But he's the corporal.
He's the leader of it.
Yeah. So it's not no. It ain't no they. It's him. That's my point.
It's them then. It's they together. We can agree to disagree.
So Yeah, I wasn't arguing with. I moved on.
Y'all know I like them.
You telling me you did? Duh. So Kaepernick comes from an interesting background, right?
Very interesting.
Okay. To get into a little bit of that, is he of black? What do we call it? Heritage descent. Is he black?
I don't know. Is he? He don't look like it.
He has a parent. He has mixed race parents, right?
So no, he can't be full black, bro. Yeah,
he has black parents and a white parent, right?
Yeah.
So okay,
and that's cool. We can live with that.
Yeah, that's fine. We have no issues with
Let's
people.
Get to the upbringings.
So Kaepernick grew up. He was adopted, right? If I'm not mistaken. He grew up in a 2-parent home, raised by a white family. Correct.
Correct.
And although this white family has raised him and made sure he was in a good college, a good suburban area, and went to college, and he's very successful from his upbringing. How do you feel that looks on the white parents who raised him, and now he's at a point where he feels like white people are oppressing him? Even though white people has helped him get to where he is right now, because he was raised in a 2-parent home with white people, and to be raised that way, and now saying that white people are your oppressor, even though he's also white, it's kind of odd to me. So, as a child, what do you think happened to him to make him, go into these feelings, or how does that look to you? Like,
it looks like something that, if I had to base it off my anecdotal observation, I would have to say it looks like it's something that, he took and ran with as part of a publicity stunt, a way to further his career. His football career wasn't probably going to last much longer. He's not the best quarterback in the league. Throwing mechanics a little off. It was a matter of time before he hit the bench. If you look at most of his highlights, most of those are runs, his best plays. He probably has more better runs than he has better passes. So, if you ask me, it seemed like something that he took to, it's like, I could take this, I could be a political activist for a career, because there are a lot of people like, the Tamika Mallory's and all these people who take political activists and now it's a career. It's not actually something they're trying to do to help people. It's something they're trying to do to better themselves and wear Gucci and all the other things and, eat designer foods and, look cool in front of everybody else and get praise and love, or fake love, whatever they get from it, It seemed like it's something that it was just taken and leveraged and being used to boost a political career now or activist career. But who knows? He could be doing it out of the pure goodness of his heart. He could be thinking he's doing a good thing. I really don't know. But if I had to base an opinion on assumption, I would have to say it looks like it got some I wouldn't say faultiness, but it's got some things that may not seem as genuine. So I guess that is faultiness.
Yeah.
We gotta call it, what I'm saying? Like, and I just want to be fair when I make my observation on it, because sometimes I talk a lot and I'll be saying some things that may not be as fair. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but
when it's your opinion, it doesn't have to be fair.
No, it don't. But I like to be.
Yeah.
I just like to be. It's just a personal preference of mine. I want to be sure I'm coming correct when we, discussing people, especially because I don't know Cap. So I don't know why he's doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know why he's doing it. I don't know him personally. So I don't want to sit here and say he's doing something. This is why he's doing it. I don't know him. But if I had to put some money on it, that's what I'm gonna put my money on.
So would you say it's fair for somebody who didn't grow up like most urban black kids and, and face those same struggles they do, living in a black community around black people, and for someone who grew up in a suburban area raised by white people, but to be speaking on these issues that he's never experienced, do you think that's fair for him to be the main front line speaking on these things, although he's never experienced them?
No. And I had to be real calm because I wanted to blurt that out. I knew where you was going when you were saying that. And we had this discussion before. We've had the discussion before about people coming from those areas and being woke. Now, you could be concerned, you know what I'm saying? But speaking on it like you've been through it is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you is.
It's misleading. It's
very misleading. And I wanted to talk about his book that he got. And this book is right here on the front page. Look at this. It got Abolition for the People. abolish the police, close the prisons.
You know why?
Man, this is the craziest thing. The movement for a future without policing in prisons.
So you know why that won't affect him, because he's an elite, financially elite. The prisoners and people who getting out of prison, they won't be living next door to him. They'll be living next door to us. So he won't have to deal.
God, it's just like
He won't be having to deal with those criminals.
What do we say? And we could, I mean, yeah, it could be another anecdotal observation or opinion, whatever. But I mean, we've seen the TV show. When you look at the TV show, how much experience does Cap have with dealing with racist police? Why would someone want to abolish the police and you ain't even had no negative experiences with them?
Yeah, I'm willing to bet he has none.
I'm just saying, like, how many people does Cap know that went to prison?
How many homies he got locked up?
Like, that's not even, like, what are we talking about? And see, and I mean, the art on the book is dope. I mean, it looks really good, but it's just like, what are y'all selling to the children? Why are y'all lying to these kids for?
Well, it's like propaganda.
It's big time propaganda.
So the thing is, how could you?
It's ridiculous.
That's how you can tell someone's so out of touch that they say things like this. You don't live amongst criminals and people doing these things, so you don't have a clue why somebody will want these people locked up. You don't have to deal with it. When you live in a comfortable gated community where it keeps criminals and bad people out of your neighborhood, you don't have to worry about people being released from jail or policing your neighborhood constantly, because you're safely tucked into your palace and you're not in the urban community living there. No one's breaking in your home and robbing you, or pit bulls running loose in the street.
Straight bullets.
Yeah, straight bullets falling from the sky.
You know, and this is like, it's ridiculous. He ain't never lived around that. We've seen it on the show. You know, Kaepernick is living a life I used to wish I could be trading in for a white family. Because you know, white family gonna do whatever.
Wish I'd trade my shit.
They probably support him with this.
Yeah.
They probably support him, let him get in touch with his black roots, because you know, white parents, they a little bit more
They
calm.
probably got some white guilt.
They not as, I wouldn't say not all, but they're not as forceful as black parents. Black parents will beat you into submission.
Yeah.
They will beat you into submission.
Like literally.
White parents just take the cars and take some stuff from you. You know what I'm saying? They're not really gonna beat you, and then it ain't gonna be too much of a harsh punishment if you know how to play your parents. If you do it right, you go and cry and show puppy dog eyes, and mommy gonna break that bank open. You know what I'm saying? But that's a tangent. But yeah, I think this is one of the craziest things I've ever heard. Abolish the police, close the prisons. Abolish the police and replace them with what? Close the prisons and do what with the people who are out here raping and killing innocent people? What do you do with those people? You talking about abolish the prisons? Like, man, whoever helped, you know, whoever helped y'all put this together, y'all all wrong. Everybody in this project is wrong.
A bunch of white people.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous.
And
like,
that's
y'all
what's
don't
funny.
understand.
The people who's probably helping cap it all together is probably mostly white people.
Mm-hmm.
White liberals.
It's ridiculous.
But
not the audio book, though. I'm gonna check it out.
So he recently released a film, I guess, on Netflix, and during that film, he has implied or compared sports to slavery. How do you feel about that? Do you think it's even? Do you think professional sports could be compared to slavery? Do you think it's even the slightest resemblance?
Hell no. Oh.
So, have you seen the movie?
Crazy. No, I didn't get to see that part. I heard about that.
Okay.
I heard he made the comparison to slavery, and they always go back. Look how they line them up for the NFL draft. Yeah, they got to do that. You know what I'm saying? To get the proper weight, they make them strip down. They try to get a certain weight. That's how you get the best weight. You don't want to have a bunch of clothes on, so you strip them down to their underwear so you can get their exact weight, so you can put that in the data for the combine and all that other stuff for the draft.
Correct. And
stop playing with me, man.
And for athletes to run their fastest speeds, they don't want to be wearing a lot of clothing. Man. And on top of that, not even just that, as a business, you want the best. It's a business where you want the best athletes. So you want to measure. That's their resume. Their physique, their physical physique, athletic ability. That is their resume. That's part of their resume, and it's based on that's based on your performance. The better you are physically, the better you perform many times. So they want to know these things. So when you apply, that they can take these into consideration. Now, I'm not sure how that even correlates to slavery because, for one, these athletes are being overpaid millions just to catch a football, just to throw a football, and to practice doing something they love. Like, playing sports is fun.
It's nothing happening. Like, what are you talking about?
It is nothing stressful about playing sports. It can be stressful times, but in general, playing sports is amazing. Everybody wishes that's why so many people want to do it. Everyone wishes that they can get paid to play sports. It's not a hard job. If they paid $1 million to work at McDonald's and $1 million to pay sports, and you have the option to choose from both, everybody's gonna pick their sports. Even though they both pay the same.
Pay the same, yeah.
Yeah.
It might work with me. It's not glamorous.
It's not work, technically. And it's
get paid to exercise and work out.
Yeah, and
get paid to stay in shape.
The good thing about this slavery thing being compared is like, if it was really like slavery, the good thing about America, we have the option to not even play professional sports. So if you really felt that way, don't play.
And
leave.
And that's what I said about the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the knee, like, that's cool, but dip.
Yeah, if you
quit.
If you truly
if he would have quit, then I would be like, all right, man, this don't seem like Cap is capping.
Yeah.
But to me, I just felt like he did that because he wasn't getting the playing time and stuff that he felt he deserved. But I just feel like Cap wasn't that great of a quarterback.
In general.
Yeah, just throw mechanics. But, yeah, man, people just don't want to be real about it. And, most of the black people, they want to feel good. And this is one of those feel good. They feel like they did something. Cap take a knee. I'm going to take a knee. I'm going to have my kids taking a knee. Then I'm going to go back to work at the call center.
Yeah, and have everybody at the call center take a knee. I don't get it. So I want to ask.
Do you, though? You know what I'm saying? Don't let what we saying stop you. Don't let it stop you because this is the journey for you. Mm. You're going to learn for yourself whether this was good for you or whether it was bad for you. Time will tell you. Time. Give it time and see how this benefits you in 10 years. Matter of fact, look at where your bank account was when this first happened and where it's at now. And tell me the progression.
So, do you feel, there's no progression, but do you feel Cap has actually made sacrifices?
No. I mean, like, he wasn't playing. Like, he wasn't really getting that burn like that. Like, he wasn't getting no tick. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if he started while he was playing it, going down his career, he wasn't playing because he wasn't producing. He wasn't a good enough quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he couldn't do it because everybody know he's going to run it.
People feel like he gave his football career for this. And
man,
like
he tried to play again.
Yeah, and it's easy to make decisions when you have $1 million in your account.
Yeah.
You have Nike paying you. He's
straight for life, man.
Yeah,
because the Cap ain't no dummy.
And even before that, he had money. He grew up in no hood.
Man, Cap could go back and live with his parents right now if he wanted to. How many of you black people can say that?
The same ones he said is oppressing him. But okay, so I just don't. How has this benefited black people? How has this benefited the black community?
It hasn't.
Any? Has it given people hope for something?
It just make people aware of white supremacy, which has been around for what? How many years? How many years y'all still gonna fight white supremacy? They all sound like white supremacy. There you go.
I mean, white people. I don't know what that is because
it's a word. It's a made up word to keep people divided.
White people aren't supreme over me. So
I get it. What they're saying is people out here that's doing stuff against other people.
But it's every race. Black people are doing that too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's black supremacy. You know what I'm saying? And if we started getting technical, going back into their history, blacks enslaved blacks first. Blacks oppressed blacks first.
Yeah.
Before it was any white man in a discussion, we were destroying each other first.
That's oftentimes ignored because it's like, I guess it requires some accountability.
Yeah. Why y'all so scared to be held accountable? What is wrong with y'all? Like, no wonder your kids out here shooting up the neighborhood.
The famous thing they say, well, black people slaves, it was nice to their slaves. It was more like servants. No. They beat them slaves too.
Have you ever worked in an all-black business?
Yeah.
That's close to slavery, how they do you. Don't want to pay you on time like they supposed to. I'm just saying, I've been in a few black businesses where people ain't getting paid right.
Ain't running it correctly.
You know, overworked and underpaid.
And not to say that all, but it's me.
Definitely not all.
Yeah.
It's never all. But if it's you, shit, fix it.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
And if it's most, it's a problem. And it is most.
Man, I think that's all the points I had though. I didn't want to talk about this article though.
On Colin?
Yeah, it's about Colin. It was about the characters of a hero. And they just said some interesting things about what makes someone a hero and pro-social and altruistic actions and all these words to make somebody a hero to the point where it just ain't even nothing.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like it just make it so.
Because that's somebody's. Because being a hero is subjective.
It's so subjective.
It's how an individual views another person. So if and this is that's what that is too. So I don't feel like first of all I don't admire him or his actions. And he's idolized for courage. I don't believe those things are courageous.
Not when you get a check like that.
I don't. I mean, I guess playing football making it to the NFL is an outstanding achievement.
Yeah, it's great.
And he may have noble qualities as well, but I'm not aware of them.
Man, he's a great athlete.
I'm saying noble qualities,
I'm just
not athletic qualities. So.
That's what I mean. Cap is a hell of an athlete.
So to me, none of these things, he doesn't fall in the category as a hero. But I can see how someone could, in their eyes, visualize what he's doing as all these things.
If you're angry at white people, if you hate white people, you probably would think Cap was a hero. Yeah, I mean, he ate, you know what I'm saying? He did his thing. QB record 28-30. I mean, he was 28-30, he didn't win. That's what I was saying.
That's his record?
Yeah.
Like 28 losses?
No, 28 wins and 30 losses.
Oh, so he ain't even over 50%. Dang.
So he started all these games.
But they made it to the Super Bowl?
But see, man, going into this 2015 season, I think that's when he started that stuff. Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl, but nobody knew him. Nobody seen him play a quarterback like that. So people started seeing him play. Okay, so that's that 12-4 season. You know what I'm saying? Then the next year they 8-8. Then the next year they 2-6. Then the next year they 1-10. You know what I'm saying? He 1-10. This is his record.
So
listen. He went from 12-4 to 8-8 to 2-6 to 1-10.
That's terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Now, and like I said, man, you know, it just seemed like this came out of nowhere when he stopped playing. And that's when the racism started. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
The racism started when his career started declining.
I mean, like I said, man, I don't 6'4", 225. I mean, he should have been playing free safety or something. He should have went to play baseball. Because he thought like a baseball player, your release is too slow. But anyway, let's stop talking about this. I just want to see what his career looked like when he kind of started this kneeing thing. You know what I'm saying? And correlate that, because when you correlate those two, then you can really see, you know what I'm saying, if this was real. Because he wasn't doing that when he was 12-4.
He was winning.
When Cap was 12-4, he would talk about no white supremacy.
Or was he not aware of these things when he was winning?
Because he was playing football, but then when they put him on the bench, he's like, white supremacy.
That's what it is. I gotta be playing. It's not my skill. It is these white people. It's not me. It's the white people. The white people is making me sorry.
Woo!
The white people are not letting me perform to the best of my ability because they out here killing the black people, allegedly.
It's all good. It's all good, man. Like I said, you know, y'all think Cap y'all hero? Shit, let us know how. Shit, how he been fighting for you.
You know, God bless y'all. And in summary, you know, at the end of the day, it's subjective. But I wanted to point out some of these points to be, I want people to be able to question why they think these things and think on their own instead of letting the media tell you that someone's a hero. Actually look at what they're doing and, you know, ask yourself these tough questions. And don't be afraid to ask other people tough questions about this either. I don't see any characteristics of what he's doing as him being a hero. I don't think he should be looked at as a civil rights leader. We have all our rights. We're not fighting any war. We have all the same he has more privileges than anybody he's allegedly fighting for.
95, I would say 95% of the people that see him as a hero.
He has more privileges than 99%. He's in the top 1% of the people.
Yeah, he's a 1%er.
Yeah, he's a 1%er.
Y'all should be pressing him about his taxes too.
Yeah, so it's like he's never experienced any of these things.
I just record these damn things on one. I never do this. Like I don't ever record the talk and the intro on the same track.
So should I stop the camera?
I know you good. I'm finna just run it back in. I'm just moving these real quick to get them out the way. So I'm gonna start recording on the track again. Then just record from this top joint.
And when I go back in, I'm like, you guys let us know what you think, and then you can go ahead and check us out.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So, you guys go ahead and leave some comments. Let us know what you think. Is Cap a hero? How's Cap heroism affected your life? Let us know in the comments.
Like, subscribe, let your people know. And you know what I mean? Like, stop lying to yourself.
Peace.
Sandwich with the wrong side of the bread. Thought I made it by a landslide, but instead I'm still hungover. Sometimes I make the wrong phone call after dark. Sometimes I make the wrong turn, then I have to pause. I know exactly how this ends.